Hey, welcome to the Bill and Frantz show. I'm Frantz.
I'm Bill.
Hey, we have a great show for you today.
See you soon.
Bill, what's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm feeling great. It's a really toasty kind of late November post-Thanksgiving day.
Yes.
It's really, wouldn't expect to be outside, but we are enjoying the outside when we can, so that's what we're doing.
That's great. I mean, it feels great out here. I mean, look in the background. It is wonderfully beautiful. If that's a word.
Sure.
Wonderfully beautiful.
It's 2 words.
2 words, yeah. And it's not cold. I look like it might be cold because I got my jacket all up and everything, but it's cool out here.
Yeah.
You look spiffy too, man.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so what's up today?
All right, well, let's talk about a few things. We're going to get a little political again because we can't resist.
Right.
First of all, I only saw the headline, maybe you know more.
Okay.
But last week, our friends in the NASCAR world booed Michelle Obama and Jill Biden.
Yes. I thought that was crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I can understand if you don't like Obama because, you know, it's a politician thing, but this is his wife. She ain't the president, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, she's going across the country doing some really good things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as trying to keep kids healthy, get people to eat better, promoting healthy eating, promoting exercising, you know. I mean, and she was also on, what's that show where they do the houses? They make a house and they build a house.
Oh, I can't think of it either.
Oh my God, that's crazy. It's on the tip of my tongue, America. But she goes out to help military families and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So as far, I thought that was crazy to boo her.
Yeah, it seems we've reached a new low as far as, you know, having reverence for, let alone the people, but the office. You know, the president's office always seemed to be have a certain dignity, just even if there was a boob who was sitting in the Oval Office.
Right.
And I can't help but thinking that maybe the willingness to disrespect the office has been upped more recently.
Yeah. Man, that's a wild subject right there.
It sure is. What's different that would allow you to be so disrespectful?
But you know what? I'm not surprised because of the history of our country. But at the same time, I don't like to always look back at the history of how the country started because it started, you know, there were some good things about it and some bad things about it. But in the time that we're living in now, people as a whole, I think, has evolved a lot. Because Obama wouldn't be in office if it wasn't for multiple cultures of people voting for him. You know what I'm saying? So there is definitely an evolution of something that's going on in the United States, but we do still have that segment or that curse that still haunts us a little bit. But I think, like I said before on other shows, that I think that we're going to get past it at some point.
Yeah.
But conditions are going to have to probably change or maybe even worsen for us to unite as a country for real. But there's always hope. So as far as the whole NASCAR thing, Jill, I'm talking to them like I know them now. Jill and Michelle, keep doing your thing. You ladies are really great representatives of our nation.
They got a lot of class.
They got a lot of class. These ladies have a lot of class. You know? So, NASCAR, get it together. Okay, we love y'all too because I love all the speed and everything, but, you know, get it together because these ladies are not, they're not the president. They're married to the vice and president of the United States. They don't have anything to do really with politics.
Arguably.
Yeah.
So a little interesting thing, there might be some overlap with this next fact. This is just a little factoid I heard about. That, you know how people often say, oh, you know, Fox News watchers are not very informed.
Right.
And, you know, they were known for confusing Saddam Hussein with Osama bin Laden and all that. And they were like, oh yeah, Saddam Hussein, he was responsible for 9/11. No, actually, that's not true.
And Barack Obama was saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Hussein. Right, so anyway, Fox News people tend to be the rather least informed. Now it turns out there's a new thing. People who watch Fox News are less informed about the news than people who don't follow the news.
Seriously? Wow. That's a brand new low. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically they listen to the commentators and go off what they say.
Right, and it makes them dumber than if they hadn't been watching news at all.
Wow.
Or less informed.
Well, thank goodness I don't watch Fox News.
It's called misinformation. That's why, because they
Yes.
get bad information instead of no information. So it's better to be wrong. I mean, it's better to say I don't know than to say something wrong. That's why
Right.
they get negative points.
Yes. I've heard. I always. Back in the day, my grandmother used to always say, you know, you don't have to judge a person by anything. Just let them open their mouth and they will tell you themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Okay, so now the big subject of the week, you may have heard, is the Occupy Wall Street and the movement that goes around the country. You may have heard of a little incident that happened at University of California, I believe,
Yes.
the Berkeley campus. There's now an iconographic shot of everybody's friend, Lieutenant Pike of the UC Campus Police.
Campus police.
Did what do they call it? When it's really close up.
He did. He hit him. How can I describe
Point blank range. Is that what they say?
Yeah, point blank range.
This far away, about 3 feet away. People who are kneeling. They're not kneeling because they're kneeling to say we will not yield.
Right.
But they're all facing down, and they're all got their arms locked, and they are not being in the moment even the slightest bit aggressive.
At all.
And he walks in a line.
It just sprays them like it's nothing.
Casual.
You know.
Casual.
It's that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and plus it was a peaceful demonstration.
Right.
I can understand if they were breaking stuff, getting rowdy, and all that stuff. If you got to break it up, because a police officer, it's a thin line between what he was needed to do, his job, and also, protect the people that were exercising their rights.
Right.
You know.
The official response, their one defense, if you want to call it that, explanation, was that the demonstrators had surrounded the police, and there was no way for the police to get out of that circle. That's their official explanation. What do you think of that?
I think that's crazy, because if you look at the video, all you have to do is look. This is another example of people in charge. I don't want to say our government, but maybe
Authorities.
Authorities. Thank you. Authorities trying to tell you what you saw with your own eyes. So, look. There's a lot of things that are going on in the news that they tell you of what's going on, even though you're watching it. And it's amazing to me that some people say, "No, that's not what happened. The news said." Did you watch the news?
Exactly.
You know. But I think that he should have got reprimanded. Some people think he should get fired. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. Certainly, I mean, he's been, where it stands now, he's been suspended with pay pending investigation.
Okay. So it's a good chance maybe he should get fired, because you know what? Police officers been getting away with a whole lot of stuff. We talked about the one guy with the colostomy bag with the police. You know, how can I say this? Average, everyday people are held accountable for the things that they do wrong. You know, the law, it will come lock us up if we do something wrong.
Yeah.
The police department needs to be held accountable for the things that they do, because that was ridiculous. That police officer is part of the 99%, because they are laying off teachers, firefighters, and police officers. They're trying to lay these people off. So the protesters are standing for the police department. But at the same time, I understand the police have to do their job, but don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, it was definitely. I mean, they say, oh, you know, well, we told them we'd do it, you know, and to say that, oh my goodness, we were surrounded. If that was the case, why did they pepper spray the people who were on the ground, kneeling, facing down? You can't get much more passive than that.
Right.
There was definitely no aggression.
No aggression at all. But not just that, they sprayed from the camera angle. Everybody they sprayed was facing outward. Nobody was facing inward. If the police were on the inside of the circle, then they would have sprayed the inside of the circle.
Good point.
They sprayed the outside of the circle.
Also, they say, I also read a study about pepper spray, and pepper spray actually is some sort of, the stuff that they use that's actually in pepper spray cans is actually a lab-generated compound. It's like, it creates the same effect as, you know, hot peppers, but actually much more than jalapeno peppers or whatever the highest version is, like 10 times more intensity. And if you know that can cause damage. So, and also that, you know, what the ladies that carry around in their purse to prevent rapists, the cops have mace that's twice as powerful as that.
Okay.
So basically, to do a point blank range shot, you know, at 3 feet away, isn't just mean and painful, but it could permanently damage them, and perhaps if you were asthmatic, it could inflame your innards, and you could conceivably die from it at that range.
He was tripping, but I know this much: the parents, the students themselves should be really pissed. But the parents should be pissed too, because if that was my daughter sitting out there demonstrating peacefully in a country of law, I would be pissed. I would probably be suing the college. I'm pretty sure the college is going to get sued off of this.
I would think so.
You know, and the chancellor or the president of the college, she apologized, but at the same time, she should have had more control. You know, she should have been out there. She
anticipated it.
Yeah, she should have been out there talking to the students instead of just, now we get a video footage of her apologizing. Come on now, you know. Come on. But anyway, we apologize for the police department. I know they're not going to apologize, but as a citizen of the United States, I apologize for them, to the students of Berkeley, California, because they're not going to give you an apology. They're going to give you an excuse, which is sad in these days and times that people just won't own up to the bullcrap they put out and just say, we made a mistake. The police department, they're human. They made a mistake, but own up to it. Okay.
That seems a good time for a break.
Yes. Hey, we'll be right back. Man, I'm gonna try one of these Twizzlers, because Twizzlers, they say, are really good, you know. The Cardinals won. Hold up. Woo! It makes the teeth work. My jaws feel real strong. Let me wash it down with some Woodchuck hard cider, because that's what you wash Twizzlers down with. Woodchucks and Twizzlers. So good. Man, but Thanksgiving just passed.
It sure did, and I had the honor, Kate and myself had the honor of going over to Franz's family's apartment, and we had a grand old time hanging out with his family and additional friends. A lot of people in a medium-sized living room.
Right, we're talking about like, we were looking at least 18.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Seems
about right. Some little children, a lot of grown-ups kicking around. We played all sorts of games.
Yes, it was fun. Chess was going on. The competition was high. The football game was going on. The guys are arguing about that. The Cowboys won, by the way, 20-19.
He got pretty into it. Let me tell you.
His
voice drops an octave when he gets excited about football.
Oh my God!
No, down.
Down.
You start getting mad.
What are you doing? But yeah. The football game was great. The food was good, and it was good to have everybody just having a good time. You know.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And then, the food.
So much, an overwhelming amount.
Yes, a whole lot of food. It was pretty good. My Bill made me a loaf of bread, and I didn't get a bite of it because it was gone.
You even hid it.
I hid the bread too. They found it and ate it up. But at this point, I want to thank God for the ground, for the earth, because if He didn't create the earth and them greens that I ate on Thanksgiving and that cabbage, I couldn't eat. It was good.
The hot spicy cabbage.
Hot and spicy cabbage. So I thank Mother Earth for letting it grow. You know. So yeah, Thanksgiving was great. How about the turkey? Did you like the turkey?
I did like the turkey. I think my favorite was the ham. That was some delicious ham.
Okay, I would tell my wife that my wife did the ham.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Honey, did you hear that, Tony? The ham was great.
Yeah, I also got to play. It was funny. I played spades with Keith. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
And he and I were on one team. We were playing real quiet and mellow and understated. And then
my mother-in-law and
Matt was it? Or
Steven.
The other one.
Steven.
Okay.
They were animated like a mug.
Oh, they were
out.
talking, throwing the cards down every time. It was funny because, like, also, like, Keith and I would put the card down, right? They would always stay on, and they would go boom, and it'd always fly off and pick it up every time. And they just talked and talked and talked, and they overbid, and we creamed them because they were hubris.
Hubris. They lost. They lost talking crap.
That's right.
Bam! What's he gonna do? Lose.
Oops, and then boom. Yeah, we just kept on. That was funny, man.
It was fun. And check this out. Amazingly, you guys are going to be shocked by this. Bill did not know how to play spades, right?
Well, I forgot.
Okay, he forgot. So they kind of gave him some. They kind of told him. They kind of played it like, okay, he's the amateur. They don't know. He don't know what he's doing. That's how they played it, and got spanked. You know, spanked. They spanked them. Yeah.
It seems like it's basically hearts with teams.
Yes.
That's all it is. And
it was funny.
It was really funny. Yeah, they thought I was.
Yes. Kate had.
I kept on surprising them too because I would throw down, you know, it'd be towards the end. They think, oh, he's all out and stuff, and I'd throw down diamonds, and they were like, you know, they. And then after that, and they thought, okay, he's cleaned out, and then the last one, boom, I hit him with a spade, and they'd all used up all their spades because I'd saved them.
Right. Strategy.
Treachery.
Kate had a great time. Sarah played on Scrabble.
Yep.
So everybody had a good time, and I'm glad that we were able to do this. I wanted Bill and Kate to meet my family anyway.
Yeah.
And, you know, there it is.
It was a success.
It was a success. Well, we want to thank you once again for enjoying the Bill and Frantz show. That we enjoyed you. And God bless. Have a good day.